Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm kind of chuckling because it has been a while since I came here to say anything. This is your girl Faith Equari. I had to go on a very compulsory leave. So it was something that I had to do because I was in a situation. And what is the situation? I got pregnant. And yeah, I have a baby right now. And I'm here to talk about my birth experience because a lot of people have been texting me, Faith, what's up? So what happened? How did the entire thing go down? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come here and come and tell you guys everything that went down. It might not be in this full episode. We might have to break it down into two because it was quite a long experience for me. Okay, so let me start off. Actually, I started going to the hospital immediately. It got to 34 weeks. I started going to the hospital like every week, and I already knew that it was going to be a boy since like 20 weeks or like 18 weeks. And then when I started going, I was expecting that I was going to like give birth to my son like earlier because a lot of people, when I checked online, a lot of people were like at their first child, some of their first children were born early. And I was doing all the exercises, doing everything that I could do to make sure that the baby comes in early because at that point I was already even tired. Did you get? So 34 weeks came, 35 weeks came, 36, 37, 38, and I got to the hospital. I was already telling the doctor, what's up? What is going on? I want this baby evacuated. I am tired. And he was like, okay, just chill and wait to see how the 39 weeks go. And then I got back home, chilling and waiting. And I didn't have anything like a contraction. Maybe I had like one or two contractions that felt felt mild. It didn't even feel like a contraction at all. And then I went back to the hospital when I was in 39 weeks, and the doctor was like, have you started feeling it? I'm like, no, I've not started feeling anything. And then he checked. And then they said they wanted to do the cervix check to see how dilated I was. Guys, the cervix check is another way of dealing with our bodies. Like now, this is external, it's no longer internal. They have to put their hands into your to check. Oh my god. I remember the nurse putting in her hands and me struggling for my life to the point that she had to step back because I was violently moving my legs. Guys, I could not. I don't know how to explain to you that you totally understand, but it was quite that painful, right? So we finished checking and they were like, I mean, I'm closed. Like my cervix is closed, everything is closed. I'm not even dilated at all. And I'm like, okay, fine, no problem. 40 weeks will come and I'll be able to see how far I'd gone. And I went back home. I was tired. I also even told the doctor that 40 weeks comes and nothing happens. What are we going to do? He said, when the 40 weeks comes, we'll find out what to do. I'm like, okay. So 40 weeks came, nothing happened, no contractions. I just felt a little bit of pain. And from the cervix check, right? The cervix check will rupture your membrane. They call it rupture of the membrane. And yes, immediately after rupturing the membrane, there was a certain level of blood I saw, but it stopped after a while, right? So I got back to the doctor's appointment on 40th week, and I'm like, I have not felt anything. And then they told me to lie down on the bed, so they can check me up. And I'm like, okay, fine. And I lied down. And then the midwife came and she said, Faith, you're having contractions. I said, which contraction? I'm not feeling anything. There's no pain. There's nothing. What exactly is this contraction? And then she's like, your tummy is tightening up and is losing back. But I'm like, I'm not feeling any pain. I'm supposed to be feeling a certain kind of pain. And then they sent me to the doctor. I got to the doctor and he was like, let me do a service check. I was scared. I was like, no, I don't want service check. He said there's no way we could actually find out if you're dilating or not without the service check. And guys, it's something I want you to know, right? If you want to have your service check done, you have the right to say yes or no. It's not by force that you have to they have to make sure that they do it, right? But if you feel like you want to know how dilated you are, there are other means to actually find out. But I think the service check is like the fastest, right? So I had to go and do the service check for 2 weeks, and they said I was still not dilated at all. I was still like 0 centimeters, so nothing. I went back home. So immediately after the service check, the doctor told me that because it's already 40 weeks, he doesn't want to put the baby in danger and he doesn't want to put me in danger. So by 41 weeks, if I had not gone into labor by myself, I was going to get induced. And he immediately said induction because I've seen a lot of, people talk about induction and stuff. I'm like, I need to read up on it. I need to find out what exactly is this induction about, right? But the back of my mind, I'm like, delivery, like labor will come, labor will start, natural labor will start, right? And I'm like, okay, fine, let me go back home and intensify my exercises So you guys should know, I've started my exercises like 3 months before. So when I was like 6 months, I already started doing exercises, all the floor things, all the climb the stairs. I started doing it already, and nothing was happening. And then I went back home. I was dejected. I was angry. I was sad because I was tired. It's almost like carrying like half half a bag of rice on your tummy and walking about it, and your body does not have control about everything that happened, right? And then I got back home. Thank God my mom was with me. So I told her, okay, this is how I'm feeling. And everybody was already expecting. And there's something I want you guys to know. If you are pregnant or you're about to get pregnant or you are in the middle of being pregnant, I would advise you not to tell people your due date. It puts a lot of pressure on you. You see a lot of people text you, how far? Baby never come. How far? We don't they wait oh, how far? When the picking they come? And it puts a lot of pressure. They don't know that you already are in so much pressure. There's already a lot of anxiety, right? And them saying all those things will just intensify the entire thing. So I told some people my due date, but not the exact date. But some people knew about my due date, right? And I thank God that those people were matured enough not to keep poking me and asking me, probing me, faith, alpha, baby. But everybody, I knew there was this subtle wait. There was this subtle, hey, when is baby coming? You get even me, I was feeling like it, right? And then I went back home and I was like, okay, I'm going to intensify my exercises. So guys, I know this is still a long story. So it's still a long experience for me. So I'm going to be talking more about it in the part 2 of this video. I want you guys to stick around for it. I'm still your girl Faith Aquari. I'll be right back with my part 2 of my birth experience. Bye guys.